tell us a little bit how you guys, when you're talking to the community, so that way if we can have a part, you know, if we've educated ourselves or become volunteers, how I could explain or give tactics or communication tips to somebody that is a caregiver.
Sure, absolutely, because African Americans, Latinos, and other ethnic groups, we tend to have the higher rate of heart disease, which there's a link to Alzheimer's with heart disease, diabetes as well. We tend to have high blood pressure, you know, at disproportionate rates where we're not taking care of ourselves. We're not managing our blood pressure as we should. So those are risk factors.
Right.
And so my job in the community is to educate by telling folks about those risk factors. That we live in an age of baby boomers turning 65 every day. And by 2030, the disease could double just because so many people are aging. And if we don't understand what's happening as a public health crisis, then, you know, it makes it harder for the health system, caregivers alone, to be able to provide the level of care that their loved one deserves.
Right.
So it's important that we educate ourselves, definitely.
For sure. And that's what we want to do today on Real Talk, is just, it might be a small dose or, you know, on a smaller scale, but nonetheless to raise that awareness of Alzheimer's and each form of dementia.
Right.
I mean, I'm sitting here learning right now of all the risk factors and urinary tract disease that, or infection that can be, you know, a link.
Yes.
Or you feel like, oh, well, I didn't think it was such a big ideal. Just drink some cranberry juice, or just, we try to diagnose and we try to take care of ourselves without seeing a specialist. And
that's so true, Kiera.
my mom has always said, if you have the smallest bump on your arm, you better go see a specialist or your doctor, because you never know.
You're right, and that's what I want to encourage people to take responsibility for their health, because it's true. You know, health disparities are at its highest, and we need to learn what the different signs and risk factors are for various things. We need to change our lifestyles in some cases. So it may be a matter of incorporating more physical activity that can reduce the risk, as well as eating low-fat diet, and stimulating our mind, reading and doing the things that we should be doing in terms of being purposeful.
Right. As part of the awareness for ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've actually had an opportunity of speaking with a trainer, and she was telling me that 90% is lifestyle. So how you take care of yourself, what you're eating, what you're putting in your body, like you said, activity. And even if then, I mean, you have a higher chance of not being in that bracket of all these risks that you've named off, of the high blood pressure and everything that are just they're factors in something like dementia. So we definitely here at Real Talk want to just seek out, and like Miss Rosalind, she's with an association. We'll display the number on the hotline, which you guys can go out there and just get familiar with how to take better care of yourself. And if you have a loved one that is suffering from Alzheimer's or any form of dementia, there are specialists and agents out there that are willing to help you.
Absolutely.
But you have to want to help yourself. And you have to want to have that yearn to help to help somebody else in your family. So they're definitely there to help and raise that awareness for you. Was there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, just to, again, compliment what you just said, because you did a great job in terms of explaining, what we're about. I want to also say that the Alzheimer's Association, our mission is to eliminate Alzheimer's disease through research.
Wow.
And by providing care and support to all of those affected by the disease, and to reduce the risk of dementia by promoting brain health.
Okay.
So that's what we do. Our vision is to eliminate Alzheimer's disease in the world. We know that's
that would be amazing.
An amazing vision.
Right.
But we pray that one day we're able to do that, and one day that there's a cure for the disease. And so it's so important that people look into perhaps getting in clinical trials. Mm-hmm. We have a resource on our website called Trial Match, where people can actually put in their profile and look to see if there is a clinical trial out there that could help them.
Nice.
Because although there are treatments, there are medications out there for persons with dementia, they don't stop or slow the progression down necessarily.
Right.
They help with the memory and behavior. And everyone's individual, as we know, so the medication may only take effect for a good 6 months. And it's important that people get in the trials, so hopefully there are other studies that could help, find a cure or a treatment.
Right.
And so that was one thing I wanted to share. In addition to that, it's important that people know that we also have a driving resource center.
Nice.
A driving resource center that a person can go to our website at www.alz.org /CO for Colorado.
Okay.
And they can go to our website and look up the Driving Resource Center.
Okay.
Because there are still a lot of people who have these early signs of dementia or may have dementia that are driving. And that in itself is a concern because you want your loved one to be safe.
Oh, for sure.
And in addition to that, you want everyone else to be
around
safe.
You, yeah.
Yes. So we just want to encourage people to access our resources. They're free. We have, some that may require a small donation, but for the most part, they're free.
For a great cause, though. Taking care of yourself. And once again, like we can't stress enough, raising the awareness on Alzheimer's and dementia. Was there anything else you'd like to add, Ms. Rosalind?
I think, in terms of all of our programs, we have bilingual programs. I work with Javier Ogaz, who is my co-worker. He can do presentations in Spanish.
Okay.
And we have other resource groups for multilinguals available on our website.
Right.
We have just great programs that we would love to be able to offer to the community.
For sure.
And I really appreciate this opportunity to share the information.
I appreciate you guys are, with the Alzheimer's Association allowing you to come on the show today, and definitely Ms. Rosalind for you coming on the show and taking the steps to raise the awareness for dementia and Alzheimer's.
Thank
you.
To
all of our viewers out there, make sure that if you have any of the symptoms that Ms. Rosalind has given or provided, that you make sure, or you or a loved one or family member, go see a specialist. And there are resources out there for the community that can allow you to take the better steps to bettering your life. I'd like to thank you guys again, all of our viewers, for watching Real Talk. Please don't forget to vote. I also want to thank our crew that allows this great show to function. Until next time, keep it real, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.